The last month in the year 2025, the month of celebration, the month of conclusion, the month of reflection, the month of it's been a great year so far. We may want to start looking on at the positive side of things, at the sunny side of things, because hey, we've been through a lot this year, and the fact that we are still here, still standing, still doing what we're supposed to do, still having conversations, and you are doing it together with us. It's a lot of, it's a lot we should be grateful for. How are you doing? How's your mind? How's your body? And of course, how is your soul? My name is Denise Dennis Worlu. Oh boy, did I have an eventful weekend, especially yesterday. Were you live at the football fans fiesta? You weren't? Ah, you missed, oh. You missed out on everything. I don't know, between Chelsea and Arsenal fans. I mean, the ones that are more disappointed at the outcome of yesterday's equalized match. But I'm sure everybody will be all right at the end of the day. And it's football. Anything can happen. That aside, let's have conversations now, shall we? It's a new month, and schools are preparing to round off for the term. The Christmas holidays are around the corner, and then by January, they'll start another term. For some people, by January, they'll start lectures for a new academic session. Today, we're going to look at education, seeing that every now and then we have said it is the bedrock of the society. And for people to have a successful career, sometimes they have to have been educated in one area or another. But beyond the personal decision of the individual, the role the parents and guardians play. Yes, that is what I want to focus on today. This morning, I was doing drop off as usual, and drop off is usually an emotional time for some parents. This is because you usually hear the younger children, I'm talking about the toddlers, screaming, I want to go to school. I want to go to school. I want to go to school. And the parents will say, you have to go to school. They start petting them, and the teachers are also joining the parents to pet them. And you see a child crying, and the child is turning red. If the child is light skinned, you see the child crying, and you can literally see things coming out from the nostrils, and you're like, is this school by force? This morning I was shocked to find a teenager gisting with the other teenager. They were on their way to school. If I had my way, I wouldn't go to school. Oh. I overheard. Yes, my ears are that sharp. I have ears for news, by the way. And I overheard. If I had my way, I wouldn't go to school. And then the other boy responded, but why? And I said, what is inside school? I beg, every morning, somebody will wake up in the morning, start getting ready, going to school. You see that these are our parents. They don't even ask us questions whether we want to or we don't want to. And I was so shocked because I can imagine the parents of this boy struggling every now and then, trying to make ends meet, saving up a percentage of whatever earnings they do have to send this boy to school. Now, at this age, as a teenager, he already knew that he was not cut out for school. Would he have the boldness to tell his parents, I don't want to go to school? Or will he just continue going and trying to impress them, while for him it is a struggle to keep up? Now, that's for the teenager. How many adults have you actually come in contact with who only went to school because their parents made them go to school? Maybe somewhere down the line, they became grateful and they embraced the entire idea and they lived up to expectations. But then there were some who would rather not want to be involved in this whole academic. They say, no, I want more. I think school is holding me back. I want to do more with my life, and I believe it's possible for me to achieve such without an education. So today, we're looking at parents forcing education. Parents forcing education. That is the conversation on the sunny side. It often refers to situations where parents exert excessive pressure or control over their child's learning process, their academic choices, and career path, often disregarding the child's own interests, wishes, and potential. Now, this goes beyond supportive parental involvement and it becomes a form of compulsion that can have significant negative impacts on the child's well-being. Everyone has a right to education, but the truth is, for most of us, our parents decided we should go to school and did all within their power to make sure of it. If they had not decided, we wouldn't go to school. If they had said, I don't want my child to have an education, we probably wouldn't have an education. For others, the parents desired their children attend school, but you see, they couldn't come through for them financially. And then there is that child that would rather not go to school despite efforts by the parents. Which one were you growing up? Were you the child who was enthusiastic? You showed so much enthusiasm to attend school. Or were you the child who would not, you chose, if you had your way, you would have chosen something entirely different. As told by a college lecturer, the overwhelming and overriding culprit of my students, I'm quoting him now, the overwhelming and overriding culprit of my students' college failures was their parents. And to be frank, many students were miserable. They had attempted to express to their parents that they didn't want to go to college. Whether in the years leading up to high school, graduation, or after starting college life. Their reasons were diverse. Students were unprepared, disinterested, or inadequately supported, be it financially, emotionally, academically, socially, or physically. Why then were parents not paying attention to these things, but were far more interested in enforcing education in the lives of their children? Now, because everyone has been blessed with the power of choice, would it be safe to ask these two questions? I believe it would. Question number one, if it was in the place of our children to decide if they wanted to go to school, if they wanted an education, do you think they will decide wisely? If it was in the place of our children to decide if they wanted to go to school, do you think they would choose wisely or they would decide wisely? And then question number two, would you be okay with your child choosing not to go to school? Like they walk up to you and say, Mommy, can we talk? Daddy, can we have a conversation? And you say, all right, shoot, what's up? I know you wanted this for me. I know every time you've been saying, I will attend this school, I will attend that school. I saw the template. I saw that you had set up funds for me to be seeing through school up until PhD level. I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be disrespectful. But you see, you never asked for my opinion. If you had, you probably wouldn't be going through the stress you're going through now. Because I think I have thought about my life. And I think, no, scratch that. I am sure that I do not want to go to school. Would it be an idea you would be open to? Would it be a relief for you to know what your child is thinking about their own education? That way, you don't put undue pressure on yourself to want to be there for them financially as it concerns their education, knowing fully well that they have decided. And maybe you stand by that decision. Do you think they will come back in future to blame you, or they will live with whatever decision they had made? Let's talk. 0817-923-0002. Again, 0817-923-0002. We also have 0817-923-0003. That is 0817-923-0003. Join the conversation via WhatsApp. You can send your messages to the WhatsApp number. It is 0809-030-6416 on X and Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is the page. Go there, watch live, but most importantly, be a part of the conversation. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you. Welcome, and let's talk.
Good afternoon, Denise.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm good, but I'm not good.
You're not good?
Yeah.
What happened?
This topic you're discussing now is a thing has got me. I've been thinking about this for a long time now.
Interesting. Tell us your name, first of all, and where you're calling from.
My name is Maureen from Eneka.
Maureen from Eneka. Thank you. Go ahead.
My son of between 11 and 12 years, he's in JS2. He walked up to me one day. Look, initially, he was discussing with his siblings that he wants to be a truck driver.
He wants to be a truck driver.
A truck driver.
Hold on, let me increase my volume.
How? Can you imagine? And just this morning, I saw where he wrote on a kind of diary. I want to be a truck driver. I know that people will think that it's weird, but that's what I want to be. He even named the kind of truck he wants to be driving.
What kind of truck?
In JS2.
What kind of truck?
It's a kind of a no truck or any truck he sees, any truck at all, he'll be a nice truck. Any truck he passes, he'll be a nice truck. That he wants to be a truck driver, and he even wrote it on the paper. Can you imagine?
So you saw it on your own.
I saw it on my own, and he even told me.
And then he was bold enough to say it to your face.
Yes.
All right, now sit down. Let's talk. Sit down. Are you seated? So, as a mother,
yes,
upon this discovery, what was the first thing that hit you?
I was like, oh my God, I'm in trouble. How do I make this boy seriously with me? Honestly.
Well,
it's not easy. I tried to talk him out of it.
And he
One
kept
night
insisting.
I was like, my mother was saying that, okay, maybe by the time he gets to
he will outgrow that decision or that mindset or that mentality.
I pray.
Right? Okay. Well. For some of them, there is. Let me not sound like I'm siding him. But what are the possibilities that it may be a profiting venture to be a truck driver?
No, that's not what I want. How can he be a truck driver? My first son, for that matter, a truck driver.
Okay, now, that's the African parent talking. That's not what I want. So it is what you want versus what he wants. Is there a way that we can get to a middle ground? Do you think years from now, you probably may be proud that you allowed him carry on with this decision of being a truck driver? Could there be a possibility that you say, okay, fine, you can be a truck driver, not a problem. But you see, if you want to drive, man, to go to what if you school and learn how to not just be a truck driver, but also learn how to fix trucks? Also learn how to build trucks. Okay. Want anything that concerns truck. Now, how is your child's academic performance in school?
Well, he do well in school. He do well in school. I even enrolled in extra classes.
And he's been doing well.
Yeah.
So what would you like for your son? What I mean, beyond what would you like?
To be an engineer or a doctor or even a real father self.
What if he's a truck engineer?
I don't know.
My sister, see, you see with these children, they will shock us, but fear not. Fear not. I think you will navigate successfully. I believe you would, but hey, you can sell the idea of being a truck engineer to him and see how it pans out.
Well,
As
yeah,
opposed to
of course,
ruling
I'll
it
try.
out completely, because what you would not want at this stage is a rebellious child. What you would not
Yes.
want at this stage is a child who will skip classes because he sees you as not being understanding. That's the last thing you want right now. So you have to tread with wisdom. That's the most I
Ah,
can say.
God. I'll try. Thank you so much.
Okay. Maureen, parent number one. That is not what I want for my child. He's my first child. How can he be a truck driver? Boy, 11 years, is already saying, I want to be a truck driver. Can they come to a mutual, a middle ground? Sort of. Because you see, sometimes I'm glad that the child is excelling academically, because for some children they will start, doing what we call weaponized incompetence. They'll start, and then you say, oh, since this child is not doing well now, and maybe let me just allow him become a truck driver. Let's see. Dakuku from Eche, welcome. Talk to me.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Nigeria people.
Good afternoon.
Let me hear your voice. Happy New Month.
Oh yes, happy December. Oh.
Happy December, my good sister, my good presenter. How are you?
I'm very well, oh.
I have nothing to say. Let me hear your voice. I've been a long time.
Okay, thank you for hearing my voice, Dakuku. Let's hear from someone who has something to say. Zion from Jerry, welcome to the sunny side.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, D-Square.
Good afternoon to you, Zion. Talk to me.
What an interesting discourse you brought in this afternoon. There was a time we had one of these discourses similar like this, that we forcing our children to church or our religious place of worship.
Yeah, I remember having that conversation.
Okay.
On the sunny side
and
here.
You saw and you heard, no, parents are wrong, children have the right to go where they want to go. And I guess that discourse carried that children have the rights. And now you brought another controversy.
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Taking the controversy to another level.
I'm just giving my observation. I go through. I'm a part of society, and I see things in the society, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
But that is who you are.
Yeah.
To handle issues in the society
Exactly.
and bring them to the fore for discourse. So we can't hold you liable for that. You are doing your work.
Yeah.
I think at this point, with all regards to our first mommy that called, you can see the perception that we are always looking out for our interests, not other people's interests. Now,
but are we not supposed to? Because we should know better, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
So now we are interested that the children have no right. They must go to school, right? What if the child doesn't want to go to school?
It's small picking brain that is worrying the child.
Okay, you see now, but it's also not a small picking brain for you to tell me, I don't want to go to your church. I want to go to the Zion church.
It's small picking brain.
I don't want to eat your food. The one you cook for me, I don't like it. Cook what I want. I want to eat noodles now, not eba and soup. I'm not interested in your KKFI or your KKF. I'm not interested in that. Can we do that also? You see, that is why the Bible was profound when it said, treat them in the way that they should go. In the process of training, opinion and idea are being presented. Choice, fact, and value are also presented. Now, parents have to negotiate. Training has to do with negotiation. If you can't negotiate it out, you are going to have problems with your children. So since they have the right to decide to go to the church they want to go to, they also have the right not to go to school. So
Okay.
can we give them that place of reasoning that they don't want to go to school? What are they going to school for? The Maybe their ancestors appear to them in their dream and say, oh, my son, or my daughter of about my age, I don't want you to go to school.
Wow, wow.
That's our tradition. We believe in this and it sustains us. This is a discussion that we need to take more deeper. We need not to force our children.
Okay.
But I think we have to train them in the way that they should go, that at the end, we all can be able to come to a consensus.
Okay. Thank you, Zion. Adiele from Aba, I want to thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to first start by advocating for learning of astrology in secondary school. I've gathered a lot of experience and even studied some of my relatives and how they have progressed in their careers, both here and outside Nigeria. And I must tell every parent, do not force your child to go into anything. Study them and allow them to follow their soul. Like the woman that was talking about her child that wants to be a truck driver, I will advise her to help that child to study mechanical engineering, automobile mechanical engineering. Let him specialize in automobile. If he wants to be a truck driver, let him go ahead. He will do well. I'm just promising you that. Then on a general note, if we decide that anything we want our child to do at every particular time, that's what the child will do. In fact, we will end up having robots as human beings.
As human beings, really?
If we want to advance, we have to accommodate the thoughts of these little children. Because there are little children that are half humans, half spirit.
But hold on, Adiele. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Adiele?
Hello?
Now, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me give a practical example from experience. When I enrolled my toddler in school this year, September, for the first 2 days, for the first week, she was excited, right? And then by the second week, when we would drop her off at school, she'll start saying, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. And I kept wondering, what was it about school that was a problem? To be honest, because they don't really do much in their class this time around. For every time I have watched videos from their class, thanks to the class teacher who always makes videos of the children and sends to the parent class. These guys are having fun. And then if I had listened to her when she said, I don't want to go to school. And I said, no, Guano, now, this school is not by force. Guano, come and stay in the house. As I speak with you now, she's back to that excitement of wanting to go to school. So do these children really know what they want? Do these children really know much? To be left to decide for themselves because we don't want them to be like robots?
Okay, now let me answer you. Try to find out why that child doesn't want to go to school. If something is happening, there must be a reason. Something is happening.
Sometimes it's just a difficulty in adapting to change. Sometimes it's just a difficulty in adapting to a structure. Maybe. Young from Elele1. Thank you, Young, for joining us. Go ahead.
Okay,
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Africa. Make it difficult for ourselves in this space of life we found ourselves. Children, the children have right to think. Do they have right to say I don't want to eat food? Or maybe let's talk about their right. That's what I'm saying. We don't talk about. I think as a child, you're entitled to talk. You're entitled to walk. You're entitled to eat food from your parents. You're not supposed to walk. Nobody is to pressure you. You're entitled to think, to be a truck driver, a boat driver, a taxi driver, or a nurse, or a pastor, even a city doctor. But it's left me, your parents now, to guide you, to tell you, don't do about city doctor is not good for you because see the negatives, see the positives. You guide them when they are small. That's why I also advocate for some form of philosophical teaching in secondary and primary school. You know, teach these children about psychology. You should start knowing about psychology from their school. Okay, you as a parent now, you would prefer a doctor that is bringing home 80,000 naira to a truck driver that is bringing home 1.8 million. The question going to the news that just come. It's Maureen, right? I got it.
Maureen. I think that's the name of the mother.
Yeah. Then it's something that your daughter will tell you, Mommy, I want to do a mama.
All right, we need to go on a commercial break, but let me quickly read this one. Good afternoon, Denise. Although you didn't mention the level of education, but I'll say primary and secondary school is compulsory and a must for every child because it serves as a basic foundation for the future of that child. Then after secondary school, they should be allowed to choose if they want to go to school. Probably by then they should be grown adults. Secondary school is not meant for everyone, seeing the situation of the country now. Not every family can afford to send their children to the universities, coupled with the unemployment in the country. There are lots of skills to learn and they will be sorted in the society. Justina Familiele.